So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They send Parker in motion left. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The play clock's running down. On 2nd down, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Trubisky. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Now this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Here we go. Green, 39. Gun.
Play clock winding down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for Amir Abdullah. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Holt. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. On 1st and 10, Holt. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the pistol, they'll run with Abdullah. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Lloyd. Space to run past the 20. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent.
and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Back to throw. Holt. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Let's go!
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
2nd down following the run.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play it worked for big yardage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
To throw on 2nd down. Holt. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. They go play action. Trubisky, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Gun.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. And getting our first update now from Nashville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Throwing on first down. Holt. He's going to wind up and air it out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parker. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On first down, Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. Past the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Now Trubisky to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Trubisky. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. He's going to let one fly for... And got his man complete. And finally he goes... Goes out of bounds, 35-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight end. Four down, check. Let's go. Four down. Right, 55. Right there, 55.
Looking to throw. Holt. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Let's go. 38.
Back to the air on second down. Holt, he's going to let one fly for Tate. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On third down, that's Bass. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 41. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Here we go.
On first down, Holt. Throw left side complete. That's Lloyd. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And some room to work. Amir Abdullah, the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. There he goes, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would.
And now it's blocked. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. Well, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On the counter, here's Kamara. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Play action. Now Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Shift together here from the D-line. Trubisky will throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Going deep here for Parker. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears draw a bit closer. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. On 1st and 10, Holt. He sets to fire deep. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 42 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Ohio.
The handoff to Abdullah. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Holt. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel.
Let's go. 38.
From the gun. Holt. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that's the nicest thing he called me.
Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
Toss play, Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, 10.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Green 39! Green 39! Over!
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Rifles one incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. 3rd down here.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Detroit! Detroit! Copper! All right, here we go.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Blue line it.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game
are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hope. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And now here's a carry heading left. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Hey.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action with Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. That's complete, right around the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So now it's 1st and goal. And they let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And that one will ensure that it'll take a touchdown and the two-point conversion to tie this thing. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's incomplete, and now just 3 seconds left. Look at the clock. Time for one more shot. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Chicago, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
you.